morning, and welcome to Acme Canine's Coffee Chat, the place where you'll gain tips and advice on caring for your dog. Hi, I'm Laura Pecos, and your host for Coffee Chat. Well, I was thinking, since today is July 1st, I thought we would discuss some of the month-long holidays that are occurring this month. The first one is Lost Pet Prevention Month. Did you know that just 17.4% of lost dogs in shelters are ever returned to their owners? A family pet is lost every 2 seconds in North America. 10 million pets are lost every year, and 1 out of 3 pets will be lost during its lifetime. Those statistics are pretty darn strong, and you just wonder, what is there you could do to protect them? While there's no one way to ensure that your dog will never become lost, there are several ways that you can reduce the chances for it getting lost and maybe even prevent it. At Acme Canine, we stress the importance of multiple identification methods. Now, these include an external ID tag, microchip that is up to date with current information, a dog license, and then some additional tools like a travel crate tag or wallet card. For other strategies to help with your lost dog prevention or recovery, you want to visit pethub.com. Great site, has lots of information and good resources, so check them out. Another month-long holiday for July is Pet Hydration Awareness. For as much as we know about human health, pet health and education doesn't always get the same amount of press. So this is very true with hydration and the daily water intake for pets. Proper hydration is critical, and dehydration, as you know, is a very serious and causes immediate health risk in both humans and pets. So keeping a pet hydrated is a simple habit that we really need to be aware of. Our dogs require 1 ounce of water per pound of body weight. And I don't think most dogs get that much water, especially during extreme temperatures. So it's very important to be aware of this. I even add water to our dogs' food, when they're eating, just to get a little more hydration in there during the summer months. Something you might want to consider. Another thing to consider is knowing the signs of dehydration. Oh, when I had my boarding facility, I made sure my workers took a dog first aid class, and it really did pay off. One day, one of the workers noticed a dog in our care rapidly panting with a bright red tongue. He immediately knew it as the signs of dehydration, brought the dog indoors, put him in the shower, and slowly wetted the dog with lukewarm water. The kennel staff knew that using very cold water was counterproductive. Well, what it does is it cools the dog down too quickly and even could lower the dog's body temperature too low, which then causes more life-threatening medical conditions. So if you think heat stroke doesn't happen, here's a reminder that we experienced it, and it was just very flukish. This dog was out playing. It wasn't even that hot a day, but obviously he didn't have enough water, and it just happened. So I thought I would go through the signs of heat stroke so that you would be aware and kind of keep it in the back of your mind when you're out with your dog hiking or just doing summertime activities. And even when they're in the water, they can get this, which is so unusual, I thought. So the signs include rapid panting, bright red tongue, red or pale gums, thick, sticky saliva, depression, weakness, dizziness, vomiting, which sometimes has some blood in it, diarrhea, shock, and then ultimately coma. This is such an important topic that if you want to know more about how to prevent heat stroke in dogs, visit Spike's Dog Blog by Acme Canine, and there's a couple articles that can help you. Well, July has quite a few holidays, but the one coming up this Sunday can be just great for people, but not so good for dogs. Last Sunday, I had the opportunity to interview Sabrina Ashton, who is the State Director of the Humane Society of the United States in California, and she was on my radio show, KSCO Pet Radio, 1080 AM Santa Cruz. She had the following great tips for pet owners and especially for dog owners. So let's listen in.
4th of July holiday, and I'm sure a lot of your listeners, if they have pets, know this, but 4th of July is a scary time for pets because of all of the fireworks that go on, and this really frightens a lot of pets, and a lot of pets get out of their homes. Shelters have estimated that this is their busiest time because what they end up seeing is a lot of lost pets that have homes, but just end up getting out of their homes and getting onto the streets and getting into shelters. So they see a huge uptick in intake for the 4th of July holiday and leading up to the 4th of July holiday as people have started fireworks earlier and earlier. So I just wanted to provide some tips to your listeners just to make sure and be aware of and stay up to date with, to make sure that your pets' collars are up to date, that they have accurate information, contact information for you, that the collars fit, that they are wearing the collars. Microchip your pets if you have not done so already. You should have a current photo of your pet just in case on the unfortunate event that your pet does get out of the house because of nerves and fright. Please make sure that your property is secured, any fences, make sure there's no holes or that everything is locked so that pets have a harder time getting out if they do get frightened and try to run. It's also helpful, I know that some pets can be prescribed by their veterinarian anxiety medication, so if that's something that you think that your pet needs during the 4th of July fireworks, talk to your veterinarian about that. I would also suggest to make a safe space for your pet with gentle music playing that sort of drowns out the sounds of the fireworks, to have some of their favorite toys around. If your dog or cat is crated, you can have their crate nearby. Something that we're going to do in our household is make a frozen treat so that it distracts our dog and takes the treat. So that was a new one that I came across this year in going through some materials, and I thought that was a really great idea because she will take a long time with that. And then if you're in a position to foster during the 4th of July time, it is a time when shelters say they really are in need. So if they can get fosters for the pets that are already in the shelter just for those few days, that then when they start to do an intake of so many of the lost animals, they don't have to euthanize the pets that are already in the shelter. So if you or your listeners are in a position to shelter or to foster for those couple of days, it would be a huge help to shelters around the country. Also, availability if you want to volunteer and be in the shelter. I know there were a number of beautiful pictures that were going around on social media last summer of individuals who sat with the dogs and cats in the shelter during the 4th of July because of the sounds and brought treats and brought food and things like that. So there's a number of ways if you and your listeners are in a position to help to do so.
Sabrina gave us some wonderful ideas and tips to think about as we prepare for the 4th of July. I know many of you also have dogs who are afraid of loud noises, and well, these won't be able to be changed within a few days, but you can practice and over the next few months be able to resolve some of these issues and desensitize your dog to loud, sudden noises. There is a great article on Spike's Dog Blog by Acme Canine which can assist you with this. Well, we're almost out of time, but before I go, I wanted to share that I am now a certified Volhard affiliate. And what that means is if you have a nutritional question, feel free to drop me a line at dogs@acmecanine.com and I'll read it, I'll investigate it, and I will be sure to share it on our next coffee chat. But for now, I wish both you and your dogs a very happy 4th, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. All the best.